Edmond's probably one of the best people I've ever met. I've never met a more selfless person.
He was 1 in a million. He was a person that you can't forget him.
When you meet somebody like that, it makes you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I gotta be better.
I'll never forget my first GM meeting with Edmond. He had rubber gloves on. I was like, Edmond, what are you doing with these rubber gloves on? And he'd just smile and he would say, like, I'm moisturizing. He had a sensitive side, and I really love that about him.
He was a big, happy guy. He was very joyous, very, he could talk for days.
I heard a story that he connected with 40 people the day before he passed away.
I'm kind of in awe now. I don't know where he had the time in the day.
We will make jokes with him like, man, when do you ever turn off? We didn't know if he actually slept.
He was a father figure. He had his football family. He had his real family. He had, every store was a different family.
Ed was one of these people that always did a great job at finding out what inspired people, what motivated them. And one of the things that I give him credit for was before anybody was talking about mental health, he made sure that he talked about that with everybody.
I lost my brother a few years back. And he always just had a great way of knowing you were going through something, like he could sense it.
We talk about it best by being human first. He was probably the most human person that I've ever met in my life.
He was also able to influence a lot of his peers coming in just to show them the right way to do things as a GM. The right way to build a culture in a store, the right way to treat your employees.
Take one employee and impact them in a meaningful way.
And to support them no matter what they had going on.
He would be so vulnerable. He'd be okay showing up in a clown wig and a Santa suit. Nobody else does this.
He would say these really cheesy quotes, and we live by them now. Be the light, not the reflection. He's like, don't reflect onto others what they're giving you. Shine that light.
I'm just sad he didn't get a chance to be the TikTok star I knew he wanted to be.
But that's what we do, baby. We represent.
I think that was his new way of trying to reach people, as if he needed another way to try to reach people.
So I can make sure I give y'all plenty of memories of what we do and how we get this thing down, baby.
I want people to remember him as being a person that cared about others more than he cared about himself. And it wasn't just one part of a day that he was like that. It was every day of his life.
If I could think back to anything that I've ever learned or he taught me, overall, is just to lead from here. And everything kind of takes care of itself if you do that.
He was one of the best people I've ever met in my entire life. His ability to love people, connect with them, and be there for people, nobody did that better.
Be human. Let people know that you're real. I just made sure that my journey was about paying it forward.